I want to go over a few of our most important classroom policies with you today. We're going to talk in depth about some of these next week, and we're going to go over some procedures tomorrow. So, this is going to be brief. It's just a few of the things that we really need to make sure we're on the same page about. First and foremost, masks will be worn at all times. Please remember it's important that you come to school every day with a clean, fresh mask. If you're having trouble having enough masks at home to make sure you have a clean one every day, let your teachers or administrators know so we can help you get some extras. Masks are non negotiable, they must be worn. You will be giving a mask break during the day, outside, socially distanced, and you'll get more information on that later. You also must bring a fully charged computer to class with you. Obviously, if you're at the end of the day, your computer might be losing some charge, but that's why it's important that when you're home at night, you let it charge all night long so you have enough battery for the next day. You cannot use any other devices or desktops at this time, so having a computer, especially for this course, is necessary. If you do not have a computer that you can bring to school with you, or you are not issued a school Chromebook, let us know as soon as possible so we can get your name on a list to get a school Chromebook. You will remain in your assigned seats at all times. You will remain alphabetically in each class. This helps us with contact tracing in case someone does get sick. You are only permitted to be out of your seat if you're given explicit permission. That means you and I have discussed you getting out of your seat, and I've told you it's okay. There will be no food, drink, gum, or candy allowed in the classroom except if you're with me for the lunch period. There will be no exception to this. I will allow you to take sips of water from your water bottle, but if we begin to have a problem with that, I can take that privilege away. Lastly, let me just remind you, if you are sick, if you feel sick, if you have a fever, please stay home. You're at the age now where you can be responsible for making those types of decisions along with your parents. So if you are not feeling well, let them know. The great thing about remote learning is if you're not feeling well, you can stay home and you don't have to miss any of your classwork or rush to make anything up later. All right, let's talk about the blue line blues. You notice when you walked in, there is a square taped on the floor, well, more like a rectangle, right when you walk in. This is mainly for my homeroom students. You are not permitted to step over the blue line until you have been cleared with the temperature check. If you are coming into my homeroom, you must wait behind the blue line before you are given permission to sit down. That's this area right here. Do not cross over the blue line until you've had your temperature checked. Additionally, you'll see some spots at the front of the room that have been marked off. These are to help keep me safe, which help keeps everyone safe. If I get sick in first period because someone crosses over this blue line, I could spread it to somebody else. So where you see these blue lines, you are not permitted to cross over them into my space. If we need to have a discussion, we'll find a place to do so. But everything within the blue lines is off limits. So instead of giving you a list of the usual rules that you hear in a classroom, like raise your hand, don't interrupt, those types of things, I think by this time in your school career, you know those pretty well. And you could be trusted to maintain a sense of decorum in the classroom. So instead, I like to abide by our classroom creed. The classroom creed is posted on the bulletin board at the front of the room. We're going to go over it in more detail next week. Give it a glance today. If you can't see it from your seat, that's okay. Because again, we'll go over it next week. But I just believe if we try our best every day to honor the beliefs that are laid out in the classroom creed, we're going to have a fun, enjoyable, and respectful learning experience. If we play by the classroom creed, then the rules kind of fall into place. Before I let you guys move on to the next thing, I just want to tell you that this has been a very challenging year for everyone. And I think especially for young people, because things that always kind of worked like clockwork have been thrown out of whack. And you're seeing things on the news every day of grown-ups behaving poorly, try to look for the ones that are behaving well. And keep in mind that those grown-ups in your life, myself included, well, we're just really proud of how you've conducted yourself, how you're persevering, how you are growing during this experience, maturing, learning about yourself, learning about others, caring for each other. And I just want to make sure that each and every one of you understands that I'm so, so proud of you. Even if we haven't met yet, I am in awe of how the young people around me have handled 2020. And I want every single one of you to know that you absolutely matter. Every single one of you. With that said, what's up for today? I want you to go ahead and log into Fast Forward and complete your 30 minutes. Tomorrow, I'm going to have another presentation for you similar to this one, going over some classroom procedures. And then I will see you back here in person next Monday. We'll have a full class and we'll dive into school. Take care, and I will see you guys on Monday.